Hello everyone and welcome to Salford and Peel Park for the Rugby Union. It's a wonderful day for sports as well, and we have Salford Women's versus Uclan Women's. And your commentary for today, Sevi, Dzikowski and Ollie Spencer.
What, am I commentating? What?
No, presenting.
Oh, now?
No, don't do that now, we'll do that half time. We don't have
I
time.
can do that half time.
And welcome back to Peel Park, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here joined with my co-commentator, Sevi. We're here for a game of Ladies Rugby Union. And look at this, Salford already off to a good start, but it's a nice tackle on the halfway line. What are you expecting to see today, Sevi?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't know many about rugby. Never really
Whoa, come on, it's all about the illusion, Sevi.
I'm open to, focusing on other sports outside of football. I'm excited, to be honest, and hoping there's a good game.
Yeah, me too. I did cover one rugby game a few weeks ago. It's my first ladies rugby. Very excited to be here. Salford here against Uclan. As you've heard from Jonathan in his opening scene there. It's just a little bit of a stalemate so far. Scrappy, all sort of centred around the middle of the pitch. Number 8 tries to push forward. It looks like she's fumbled the ball, and the Uclan number 9 picks up and goes seaming forward, but she is brought down. It's an excellent tackle. The ruck forms, and it's sent back out to number 8 with a head guard.
This is Salford's final home game of the season. So we're hoping that they'll end their home run with a great win.
Yeah, certainly looking forward to it.
Fortunately, Salford are missing a key player, Jesse Wilson, who has suffered a knee injury last game. Fortunately, he is out today.
We're all thinking of you, Jesse. Get better soon. We've already got a number 9 here for Uclan down and just off the centre of play. That's a bit of a high tackle there, I've got to say. Ref sees no issue and plays on. It's fumbling about here. Neither team can really get a hold of the ball and make any progressive plays forward at the moment.
It's not really helpful that the kits are quite similar to each other.
No, you're absolutely right. Like I said, it's both our game, both our first time covering one of the ladies' rugby games. So we'll be honest from the start, we're going to be useless with names. I think we're going to go based off numbers today. So I do apologise for that. And yeah, you're right. It's not too handy with the kits looking somewhat similar.
In case you're still wondering, Salford's on the right side with the dark blue.
Yeah, the darker shade of blue is Salford, and the nice lighter kit is the Uclan. Good job it's not dark though. The sun is out today. It's a few clouds, but it's rare that I ever get to say that when we're covering Salford Sport TV here.
Quite warm as well.
Yeah, it was definitely not cold. It's a nice breeze, I would say. Something, like I say, we're not used to saying.
Yeah, definitely. I could get used to this.
Absolutely.
Comparing to what I've had the past few games I've covered, this is definitely a blast.
Why does the season have to end now? Why can't it carry on into summer? Here on the side, as Lewis Speed said, he'd be here with a beer watching the games and commentating. I've got to say, that sounds like an excellent plan. The breaking play looks like it's just going to continue now. Oh, you won't have heard that, but there's a megaphone over on the other side.
Some ultra fans.
Yeah, we've got some ultras here today, and Salford then collect from the scrum, and she's driving forward here. Number 8, she's looked pretty sharp so far, but she's brought down, but she's made up some excellent ground there into the Uclan half. Passing down this right flank now. Pushing through. Can't see the number, but she's found her way through a few players there, and now she's finally brought down. Salford makes a really good ground. This looks positive for them. There's a mess of players in there. It's hard for us to see what's going on, but Salford look like they've got themselves really close to the try line. Let's play back to number 5, who bursts forward. Stopped again. Can they just creep past? Uclan doing all they can just to push them that little bit further back and try survive. Brought down there, but still making up some ground. Number 9 comes with the switch play on the right. Keeps going. Number 4 bursting through. Brought down right at the last minute by the looks of it. Salford will be gutted if they can't get a try out of this. Here on the right flank. Bursting through, and there it is. It's a try. I'll have to confirm the number. I think it might have been 12.
Number 12.
Excellent stuff. And it was just that tussle for the last couple of minutes or so where Salford just looked like they were going to burst through, and they finally got it. It would have been such a shame if they couldn't get that try. Very deserved. And it's a great start to the game for Salford.
Very exciting game ahead of us.
Yeah, Uclan are going to want to try bounce back now. They don't want to let this get away from them.
And I think that was number 13. That is Lucia Silva with the try.
Fantastic. Sevi with the name sheet here. Number 13. I feel like I can be forgiven for seeing number 12 first.
Oh, yeah, no. But what a start.
Excellent start, yeah. It looked pretty tight contested at the start, but Salford clearly showing that they can be the stronger team in this game, and they'll want to continue this, and they'll want to find more.
And so I believe this is 5-0 to Salford.
Well, it's 5 for Salford, and they'll be able to get another 2 if they can put away this conversion. However, it's from quite the tight angle. The taker will have to show his best skills there. She's going to get it in. And the shot does come up short. The conversion doesn't quite make it. But they'll still take that 5 points from the try. And that'll put them in good stead for the rest of the game. What are we, about 5 minutes in or so?
Yeah, around, yeah. Just nice and early start. Just what Salford were looking for.
No doubt. Surprised not to have heard from Mr. Megaphone over on the other side after that goal. I thought he'd be really going for it. If you're watching, mate, I'm disappointed. Looks like we changed lines people here. We've got another...
The actual linesman, there seems to always be a struggle to find the linesman in football games.
It's usually the dog's end job, isn't it? No one wants to do it. And here come Uclan. They want to bounce back straight away. Just play it and look like they're going to go down this right flank here. One more pass. 24 goes. The pass was open, but she looks like she might be able to make her own way through. She's stopped, but she's made up some excellent ground there. Played out to 10. 5 now. Pushing through. And it's fumbled away, and Salford are able to kick up. Uclan collect and look to push back forward as the players push back and try to get in a position for a pass. 11 is brought down. That's an excellent tackle there. Brought down a player a fair bit bigger than her. Done really well. Grabbed the leg, send her over. And Uclan, look, they're really feisty. They want to get back into this game. Salford needs to compose themselves here. 15 bursting through. Again, brought down by the legs. That's the same girl, I believe, with that tackle before. Number 8 has looked so good so far.
Number 8.
Sevi is checking the name here.
Eilish Turner, who is actually the captain.
The captain, there we go. Well, I can see why.
Showing real leadership there.
Oh, it's a knock on, I think. Is it? No, the ref says play on. Perhaps a little bit lucky. Salford collect. They might just want to get rid of this now. But number 6 bursts their way forward. Down the right flank, but they're stopped. They want to try get it out of their half now to Salford. It'd be a real shame if they were to concede after such a great early try. And there you go. The ball gets sent up. And look at their chasing now.
And Uclan will restart from her halfway point.
That's an excellent play from Salford there. The ball flew up. And the Uclan number 15 just sort of fumbled it, and it gave the Salford attackers enough time to get in there and bring her down just past into their own half. Really good play. They'll want to keep it here for now so they can recompose themselves and then look to push forward. It's excellent fight back from Salford here. That's a little bit of a fumble there. Ref calls something here.
Not sure quite what, but...
Uclan in possession again.
And 10 just holding on to the ball there. They get out. You can restart.
Left.
I mean, Salford with that early try, but I've got to say it's been a pretty even affair so far. Uclan haven't let it get to them, and they're pushing on.
Stay out, come out.
How do you think you'd do, Sevi, if you were on this pitch at the moment?
I would do absolute dreadful.
I think I'd agree too.
I don't have the build for it. I don't have the skill for it. And
that's just pressured her outward pass. And Lino calls, that has gone out, that'll be a line out.
That will be a turnover. Yeah, I think seeing some of the players wearing metal studs quite scares me actually as well.
Oh, it's a bit nervy that. They're not meant to be wearing them on Astro. And yeah, you're right, in rugby, although they do get checked before the game. I do recall that from my rugby days. We'd always get Astros checked. You know, if they're too sharp, they'd make you rub them on the concrete, so get them ground down a little bit.
I am seeing some metal studs here, so...
Well, we'll have to hope for no injuries. Line out here to be taken. Salford collect. Play it on. No, number 9 looks to make her way around the right-hand side of the pitch. It's great team play here from Salford as number 12 keeps going. Brought down right on the halfway line here. The crowd are going wild over on the other side. Both teams have got a few supporters here, and both sets of fans are making a lot of noise. I've got to say, this trumps the football that we've seen. I don't think we've seen a crowd this lively for football, have we, Sevi?
Well, I think if anything similar to this, I recall, would be the Salford second game against Liverpool John Moss first. They've had quite a good fan base, but this is already lively from the get-go.
Absolutely. So the whole city of Salford have come out to watch this game. And Uclan just still pushing forward again now. And looks like number 7 might have been through, but she's brought down really well. And look at that. Pushing way into the scrum, pushing them back slightly. Not the scrum, sorry, the ruck, my mistake. Still going here, Uclan, they're still in possession. Playing down the right flank now, number 12. Nice pass over to 15. Cuts in. Back to 8 here. Goes on her own. Still going. Looks like she might have made it. There we go. It's a try for Uclan. They're back in this game now. It's an equally difficult position for the conversion, it has to be said. But that is excellent play from number 8. She just found herself in the possession of the ball and thought, I'm strong enough, I can get through, and pushed her way right through.
And you could see
Salford had no chance.
You could see she was trying to get the pass, but...
She realised she could go on her own, and it's a fantastic thing to be able to notice in the moment. Initiative's very important in sport, as we all know.
They'll be looking to take the lead with a goal.
The conversion.
Conversion, sorry.
Not a goal. Do not say a goal to rugby like that. They'll not be very happy with you. That's your first mistake. The first strike, Sevi.
First and last.
Good to hear. So the conversion here, it's an equally difficult position to take from.
Stop.
She'll look like she'll want to take with her left to get the curve in, but she does have a little brace around her knee, so we'll have to see.
Not as minute as like when
Yeah, Salford are really not wanting to put this away. They want to keep the game even. But hey, we've been treated to a really competitive game so far. Looks like neither team have got the ability to run away with it. Both are matching each other very, very well. Number 15 to take. Looks like she will take with her right. She's going to have to get some excellent accuracy for this to go in.
Salford did not manage to get their conversion off. And, yeah, will they take the lead with theirs? And they...
It's not. It's come up short again. It was wide too. It's a very difficult position there. Both teams, you know, will probably be quite happy with that, to both just be even at this this point in the game. So, we carry on. 5 apiece for the two teams.
It's been, yeah, with the conversion, it's quite difficult angles. Both teams shot low and wide. I've watched. Okay. We're 15 minutes away. Not just quite halfway through the first half, but it's already an exciting game.
Almost there. Yeah, it's been very exciting. You know, we've always said this, no matter what sport we're covering, we'd love to be treated to a competitive game, and that's what we've got today so far. Number 4 is in no man's land there. Manages to collect finally.
As someone who's never really been interested in rugby, I'm quite, impressed.
You're going to be converted, Sevi. You're going to be down here every week, aren't you?
I'm going to, well, this is their last home game, but from next season, I will be there no matter what.
Good stuff, Sevi.
Especially since, as I mentioned before, Jessie Wilson is actually my flatmate, a good friend of mine.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's actually quite sad to see that she's been off injured.
That's why you've got the little background knowledge there, Sev, isn't it?
Yeah, so she has asked me to cover this game. I think consider this is quite a special game, but sadly she is not here.
Of course, of course. Oh, and Salford just can't get that pass off, but they've managed to keep the ball. And number 12 pushing forward really well. After the little fumble there, it's excellent ground to make up. Salford still in possession. No, overturned. It's a kick up from Uclan. They've been able to collect it, but it is pushed out, and that'll be a line out here. Here we go, Salford take, collect. It's played down, they look like they're going to switch the play over to this left-hand side now. Choosing to go central instead, actually.
Lucia Silva fighting for the ball there.
Excellent challenge there. Keep the ball, play it out from the ruck. And now they look to go left. Ref says play on, no knock on. Good tackle there. Playing it right now. Carrying on central though. Uclan have got a really good line set up here. They're not letting them go anywhere. And they've managed to overturn the play and win the ball. That should be a knock on. Ref hasn't called it, but Salford have collected, so they won't mind.
And the referee's called something. Not quite sure. Do you have any idea, Ollie?
I'd love to be able to tell you, but all I can see is that Salford have won the ball from it, so it must have been a penalty of some kind. I think it was played advantage from the knock-on. I did call that in the moment. I said it should have been a knock-on. I knew that.
We've had help from the linesman there, but you did call it, yes.
I haven't quite learned all the referee's signals yet. That's the only problem. We're getting there.
Well, I'm sure we'll cover some more rugby games, so we'll...
Knock-on, forward pass. And then county will point to who to get the ball. I'm hungry, beer. Yeah. He'll fight his head on his belly. Yeah.
National highway. Salford here playing it.
Give.
Going forward, instead choosing to push on instead of passing. She's brought down on the halfway line. Certainly a team games rugby, you can't really afford to do it all yourself. Especially not in a position where you kind of set up with a really strong defensive line here at the halfway line. And it looks like that was a knock-on as well, and it's been calling for a scrum here. Numbers. First scrum of the game. We'll see how it goes. I think Uclan have a few bigger players, perhaps.
Out. Match up.
What is that? It's a mistranslation. It's just an accident. Yeah, it's played in. Is that an uncontested scrum? Do they not contest them? Interesting. Do they not contest scrum? Just been told by the linesman here scrums are being uncontested this game for whatever reason. He's not sure, we're not sure. I've got to say I'm a little bit disappointed. Scrum's part of my favourite part of rugby. I always used to love being involved in them myself, and they've got to add an extra competitive spark to the game. But hey ho. And we've got another one here. A Salford stake, so they can guarantee that they'll come out with the ball here. It almost seems daft to me if you're not contesting them to set up into one. You might as well just...
That's the whole idea of rugby, with scrums.
Let's pull back for scrum advantage here now. It'll be taken again. Uclan this time to take it. I wonder if it's just down to the referee's discretion whether they choose to contest scrums. I'm not sure.
Can't say I can answer that question. I'm not too sure either.
Someone get in the comments and help us out. And if any other sort of daft things we say, feel free to call us up on it, because we're all about learning at Salford Sport TV.
Please do correct us.
Please do.
Could it be because of the metal studs?
It could be. Cameraman Thomas has made a good point. It could be due to the metal studs.
Could be, but your guess is as good as mine.
I think that might be actually quite a likely reason.
Someone let us know. Someone get in the comments and let us know.
We could ask the referee at half-time.
We could try and get a word with him. An exclusive interview with the referee.
Only here on Salford Sport TV.
Oh, yes. I'd just like to point out we're not going to be doing that. Don't get your hopes up.
Or will we?
Don't tempt them, Sevi. There comes Salford, trying to push forward. It's been really sort of toothless since that last try. Neither team really having much guile that we saw towards the start of the game. You know, both teams will want to change that. There comes Salford doing their best to. Number 8 powers through, makes some really good ground there. Sort of just off the edge of the centre circle into the Uclan half. But Uclan have managed to pick up the ball and they just send it out. The touch there. Just playing the safe option.
And I heard the megaphone again.
Megaphone man has piped up a few times, but I've got to say, if you've got a megaphone, you bloody better use it. I'd be there all the time. I'd be there getting chants going.
Get the crowd going,
especially with the crowd we've had. We heard them cheering a lot earlier. Get some chants going, fella. Come on. I mean, I know you're not cheerleaders, but
you brought a megaphone. Make good use of it.
Why not give it a swirl? No pun intended.
I'll allow you there.
In fact, you make a good cheerleader, Sevi. I could see you in the little skirt with the pom-poms.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%.
Never given it a try, but I might do.
Decent Halloween costume, that, innit, for all the lads to do. We've got even more people here heading towards the Astro to come and watch, it looks.
The crowd just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
It does. I've got to say, this is definitely the biggest crowd I've seen here at Peel Park for any sport we've covered. It's great to see in the ladies' game as well.
It's good to see, yeah. Especially in, like, not just women's football, but another sport. Women's rugby.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wouldn't really expect it, but it's great to see such a big crowd supporting them.
The scrum here now. Uclan play on from it. They've got a lot of space to work with here on this right flank. Can't get the last pass off. Number 3 got ahead. Would have been a forward pass there. 12's brought down really well.
And she's powering through. Gets to the floor.
The rook here played left. Wasn't much room to work with on the right there. Now number 8, the try scorer, pushing her way through. She's just so hard to stop, isn't she? She knows it. She knows she can use all that power to get through, and she's been doing really well whenever she's gotten the ball. I've got to say, one of the strongest players so far in this game for Uclan. The 2 number 8s actually have been superb. Star performers in my eyes.
I'd also go with number Salford's 13, Silver.
And that's been played on for a forward pass, it looks. Called up, sorry. There we are. Another scrum here. Of course, uncontested. Salford don't want to push the ball up forward from this. There you go. Kick will do that. Nearly worked last time. Kick's not as strong this one. And it will go out for a line out. keep your eyes peeled here on Salford Sport TV. Between me and you, there's a few rumours we might be covering some other sports soon, cricket being one mainly. As you know, we start to see some more cricket coming in the summer. I think we've got a few commentators keen to get involved in that, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, it's good to see us expanding on sports rather than, just from one sport.
We do want to branch out, It's important. Every sport's got something to it, whether you like it or not,
Give every player a bit of recognition.
Absolutely. It's been such a good year for sport here in Salford. It'd be unfair not to showcase as much as we possibly can.
And it's only going to get better and bigger from there.
Oh, we do hope so, Sevi. Great tackle there.
And that's the crowd we wanted to hear.
Yeah, the crowd going wild there. Ref blows it. Good sportsmanship. I heard a sorry somewhere in there, When you can admit wrongdoings, there's something excellent to be said about that.
I'm not sure if our player's gone down injured. Or...
Yeah, maybe. Both teams want to look out for each other. No one wants injuries in any game.
You want to punch strong tackles, but you don't really want to give any excruciating injuries.
Of course. I mean, it's been better so far in this game, and then I think it was in the men's seconds. I think the last rugby game I covered, it was about in the space of 10 minutes. There was 2 broken wrists and a dislocated shoulder. I mean, it's a tough game, but it's great when you can sort of see a bit of camaraderie and a bit of togetherness from the both teams. Neither want to hurt each other, of course. It's a little bit irrelevant, but it might just be my ears deceiving me, but I do think I can hear a fire alarm over from one of the buildings here at Peel Park.
I can hear that too. I actually... I did get waken up at 6 a.m. today to a fire alarm in my building.
Lovely stuff. I mean, as Thomas can show you if he pans the camera around, the building is not on fire, as of yet. If it is, we'll be the first to get footage of it. But
brilliant TV.
Oh, of course. Thomas says brilliant TV, and he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
There we go. It's applaud here from the fans and the players as then
take money for it. Yeah.
The player there has to come off, the Uclan player.
More viewers because they'd all come out.
Will no longer be Salford Sports TV, but just Salford TV.
Well, yeah, maybe if we start covering news, it could just be Salford TV.
You never know. We'll
have to see if we can get the rights for that. There's obviously you've got Salford Now, and you've got Keys TV over at Media City, and
Shock as well, with sports as well.
Of course. I think Shock will be bringing you a lot of coverage of the varsity, which I think we're just, unfortunately, probably not going to be able to do. So make sure you tune into that.
Home varsity, I think we're going to film some.
I think just been informed by Thomas. As usual, Thomas is the man with the info. It seems we'll be able to cover a lot of the home varsity games, but unfortunately not get away for them. Yeah, the scrum, just about 10 metres into Salford's half. Uclan to take. Could be a chance here to play it round and get in behind.
And as the play started, it did get quite a bit chilly now. I've got my coat on now. It's not quite the same as it was when the game started.
The clouds have come out a little bit. There's a few greyish ones, but I'm quietly confident we're not going to see any rain today. I haven't checked the forecast, so I could be just living on a prayer here, but 14's brought down. They've made up some good ground on this right flank of Uclan.
Uclan are quite very dominant now.
Yeah, Salford seem to have just lost their steam a little bit. 12 pushing down this right flank. Brought down, but she's done really well. Salford just figuring out what to do. Have opted to run. Number 5 does really well getting through there. Still going. Brought down by the last player there. Number 8 again showing her skill. Something we haven't seen for the last 10 minutes or so. As you say, Uclan sort of have just dominated. There's a few breaks in play, but Salford really want to turn this over now and start showing what they can do again. It was obviously an excellent start. That fire alarm's still ringing. I do wonder if any of the buildings need evacuating. We sure hope not.
It does sound actually quite serious. There
comes number 17 down the left flank. There's a pass on her left, but she can't make it. And she's pushed out for a line out there. You would have thought perhaps you could just get that. There was that player on her left that she could have just played it to, and then you can start bursting down the flank. But unfortunately, I think she took too long, a little bit hesitant. We've got another Uclan player down here, over in the centre circle. Having some treatment. One thing I've noticed very funny about rugby is the play can just carry on while the player's getting treatment, providing it's, nowhere near where the play is. But potentially a little bit risky, I've got to say, but fair play to her.
I've seen that quite in some sorts of NBA does that as well. Sometimes
when
it's a 4v5, the team with more players will just try and get that basket.
NBA in basketball, because the basketball courts are very small as well, aren't they?
Yeah, so
interesting.
5v4 is quite a very big advantage, bigger than a 10 versus 1.
Oh yeah, it's all about speed really in basketball, isn't it? There's number 8 again. Shoving away. The Salford players trying to take her down, but the teamwork there to bring her down is really well from Salford. Sevi, I can't tell if the megaphone man on the other side of the pitch is like giving instructions and is a coach or something, or if they're a fan. I'm actually not sure yet. I'm going to try to figure it out at some point over this game.
Yeah, and we are about 10 minutes left into this first half. So
yeah, Salford will probably just want to get into this half still in the game. Of course, one try is not going to put them out of it, but they'll want to go in with that drawing with that even advantage. A little bit of a oxymoron there, even advantage. No such thing, but I think you know what I mean. I think I know what I'm trying to say. But either team could steal a point here just before half time and go into the second half with a big crutch. 12 pushing forward. They've really come alive in this game as number 12.
It's just a Uclan on the attack again.
That's a little fumble. Ref doesn't seem to think it's a knock on, or maybe he does. Just took a little time to see if the advantage had come through for Salford. It's good refereeing that.
Yeah, I don't really know much about refereeing rugby, but I'm quite quite impressed. Seeing that in other games I've covered, there have been some dodgy decisions going on. I don't think there has been any dodgy business going on today.
Nah, you haven't heard any of the players complain. I know rugby players are generally a lot more respectful of refs than, particularly football, but I think in this game you haven't really seen many appeals. The ref sort of seems to have done his job well.
Absolutely.
So far, of course, that could all change. Number 14 comes down this left flank here. Brought down really well by number 12. That's an excellent tackle to put out for a line out. And you can hear the Uclan cheers from the other side of the pitch. We've sort of got like a bit of a Montague and Capulet effect over here. We've got the Uclan fans all the way over on this left side, and then on the right we've got the Salford. Let's hope they don't go to blows. What's been given there? Foul, potentially?
A line out, I heard.
Well, yeah, I think it was a foul as part of the line out. Lost here a little bit. Sorry, folks. But it will be a scrum. Salford to take. Not in a bad position now, Salford. It's a really good overturn for them, actually, because they're quite deep into the Uclan half. And to win a scrum, obviously uncontested, to be able to know they're getting the ball here and push forward is a really good opportunity. Here comes number 10. Plays it to 15. A nice little spin. Still going. The maul doesn't quite form. We haven't seen one yet, and it's brought down. 8 now. Very nifty feet. But it's just sandwiched by a few players there. It's a bit of a pile on there as the ruck just isn't quite formed cleanly. Uclan have managed to get possession of the ball once again.
And the crowd just continues to keep getting bigger as more people just come.
Yeah, we've still got fans piling into the AstroTurf here. There must be at least 100 over on that side.
Oh yeah, we'll be in for a big second half then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With a big crowd.
And that is knocked about a little bit, and Salford have collected. Number 3 is still going here. Look at the
Number
power
three
to
stayed on
get
the
through.
field,
That's
goes
incredible
down now.
stuff from number 3. And Salford keep the ball here. 9 will play it out. 8 collects. Sort of run into a brick wall, but she still found her way through slightly. It's all about making up ground here.
And the referee.
Oh, but the ref has called a foul, so it'll be overturned and the Uclan will collect the ball. Perhaps there must have been a knock on there. I can't think of what else it might have been. It's very difficult to see, even when the ball's this close to us. It's just a little bit difficult.
That's the line out.
Drop it and grab it.
Uclan take, collect. 12 here in the middle, plays it out to 8. The two of them have been really solid in this game, I've got to say. Definitely the two Uclan players that I've noticed most with the biggest impact so far in this game.
Definitely, yeah.
At least, you know, the untrained eye here will be. And number 12, as I've just said, is still bursting down that flank, still going now. Whoa, brought down. That is an incredible amount of ground to make up, and Salford really just want to recompose now. That they do not want to let a try in of all times right before half-time. Ref blows, and Salford are able to repossess. That's excellent for them there. Could have easily slipped through for a Uclan try there. They'll just want to wind down the last couple of minutes now. I'm still hearing that fire alarm. Unless I am just going crazy.
I do definitely hear it, but
I wonder if everything's okay over there. You know, we do get a lot of fire alarms over in my building as well. But they usually ever last for maybe like
and we can't see any
2
smoke.
minutes tops. Yeah, you're right, no smoke. I wonder where it's coming from. Maybe it's not coming from one of the inhabited buildings. Perhaps it's one of the actual
Could be something
lecture
going on
buildings.
in Peel Park, in the park area. Maybe
Could be.
It might not be a fire alarm, it might be a fire engine.
What, park there? Park there setting the siren off? I'm not sure. But yeah, no idea. You know, if we find out, we will let you know. But since this game will come out a couple of days time, you'll probably already know if you've been checking out your local news. That is if we're assuming something bad's happened. There could just be a drill or a faulty alarm. And Salford now. 17, just fumbles the ball away. And the advantage is going to get called back, rightfully so. It was a knock on there, and Uclan being unable to collect will be given the advantage. And the Uclan scrum here to be taken.
About 2 minutes left into half time. I don't know if there is added time in rugby, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there is, yeah. I can't imagine seeing a whole deal. There were a couple injuries, but they were sort of dealt with relatively quickly. Uclan still pushing forward. Salford really want to get the players back here to stop. I've got to say, if you look at the two teams lined up, Uclan have a lot of the bigger, taller players. But Salford are doing really well holding their own. They've got some feisty little players there. And it's just sort of pinging back towards the try line. Salford need to collect and boot that one away. Oh, God, it's risky here. She's managed to keep the ball. Now they want to just hoof it up. What's the ref called here? I can't say I know. I do know that if Uclan are able to dispossess Salford there while they're tackling them on the try line, it will be a try. But it looks like the ref has called a foul, and Salford have got the ball, and they're just going to want to hoof this up now. Oh, and I just said, I've heard something that the Mega Man has said, and Megaphone Man, sorry, and it's definitely not the coach. There's a little bit of profanity in there. I don't know who Dan is, but someone's Megaphone Man is not happy with him. Oh, that's a thumping challenge. You could hear the crack. It looks like they've all got back to their feet there, soldiering on. The Uclan players just moseying their way back on side. And it's being contested here. Number 9 gets away with it. Salford bring her down. It's getting a little bit nervy here if you're a Salford fan. They've managed to dispossess. And it's called for a foul here, or called for an injury. That's back on her feet. She's fine. Overturned again, perhaps? Or it's Uclan to take here. So, yeah, they're looking to push on and get a try in the closing stages of this first half of Uclan. Oh, and that is a fumble, and it is a knock-on, and it is called back for your advantage. That's such a shame for Uclan. They had that chance to sort of push forward and get a try, but it's a pretty poorly given away knock-on there. And Salford will just be able to hopefully recompose from this scrum and send the ball up. You know, there's so little time left here, and I'd be so gutted if they were going in being down in this game, especially after such an excellent start. There we go, yeah, sent into touch. Just trying to slow it down now. I know we're hearing some chugging chants over from the Uclan fans on that left side. Looks like he's on the floor sculling a beer. Interesting. You know, we've all heard these stories of rugby lads, but yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, Thomas would not be able to pan the camera over as there is a line-out being taken, but perhaps he can catch it if there's a break in play.
And that's a knock.
There we go. Here we are. They're the lads. It looks like they're just getting back up. But hey, if you've made the way here for an away day, I know it's not too far, but you might as well enjoy yourself, right? Scrum here, Uclan to collect. They might have one more chance to push forward. I'm not sure. I don't think the ref indicated for any added time, but I'm sure he has added it. I think we played that 2 minutes we mentioned earlier. Here comes 24. Down the left flank. She's still going. Brought down in the nick of time. No, never mind. That is a try. That's so unfortunate for Salford. They've done so well subduing the Uclan attacks in the last 25 minutes or so. It's been a long time.
It's not really how you want to.
Might have got injured there in the process of getting the try. Absolute soldier, it has to be said, but that is really good for Uclan. Really good. And now they can go into the second half with a real big advantage. And by the way they've been playing the last 20 minutes of this half, you could see them run away with it in the second half. Salford need to recuperate. They can't let this drop their morale because they've been so strong-willed in this first half.
And it's 10-5 to Uclan. It's not really how Salford would have wanted to end the half. You know, we're going into the second half losing now. They would have wanted to just, stay on the draw, stay level.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's another really difficult position for the conversion, but perhaps with a stronger right foot, you might get some curl on it. But the last two that we've seen, it's just the distance that has been a lacking. So perhaps that'll change. So we are now seeing, perhaps after the conversion, Thomas can pan over again, but we are seeing a chugging funnel over the Uclan fans. Fair play to you, fellas. Fair play. The conversion to be taken here. The number 12 to take. Again, just not getting the distance. There we go, Thomas will get coverage of this now. There's a lot of screaming and shouting and hollering over at the Uclan fans. But anyway, conversion was not put away. That is 10-5. Unless something really dramatic happens, we will go into the second half 10-5. Uclan to the better.
Chase!
Can't say I know how much longer is left of this half.
No, I can't imagine there's much though. Uclan collect that. 12 pushing through. She's had a phenomenal game. So strong. I'm not sure if it was her who got that last try just then, but I know she was certainly involved. And a clash here. And is that it? I think that's it. I think that's half time. Uclan go in. 5 to the better. 10-5. But Salford, they can't let them knock themselves down too much. They've had an excellent half. They're really going to want to try bounce back in this game. We'll be covering the second half for you, but we'll pass over to Jonathan for his half-time thoughts.
It's half-time here at Peel Park, and the away side is leading at half-time. Salford started off well, but the away side took over after a bit here, and they've both had tries. Salford have 1, and the away side had 2. And now, soon, the second half.
And here we are, back underway for the second half here. It's Uclan 10, Salford 5.
We are missing a linesman.
There's no liner down here. Oh, no, here he is. Spoke too soon, Sevi. And we can now confirm, we didn't get an interview, but we did have a word with the referee at half-time. And the reason we've got uncontested scrums is because Salford are down a prop, which, without using our little detective skills, you'll have to ask her when you see her back at your flat, Sevi, is probably Jessie with a knee injury. So there we go, mystery solved. Wrapping up today at Salford Sport TV. We'll see you next time. Only joking, of course. Here we are. Coverage for the second half. Joined back with Sevi here.
Thank you very much, Ollie.
Salford already deep into the Uclan half. They'll really want to bounce back straight away. Ref calls it back.
We're going to
Is it an offside or something maybe? Again, I'm just not sure on the referee's calls, but it's been given back to Salford here. Is that a penalty when they play it? You know, they play it into touch and they are able to take it from wherever they played it to. I think it might be. I'm so sorry if I was.
No, but I'll do
but I do know a penalty can, if you can score a penalty and it's 3 points. I am lost. Someone please in the comments come help us. You know, with all the our uni work, the other games we're covering, all the travel, sometimes we're just too busy, and I wish I was able to get on Google and have a look, but unfortunately not. Before the next game, I will know, I promise. That's a vow. And of course, the Six Nations going on at the moment, you know, I have to catch a few of the games. Number 4 here. Oh, passed out to number 11, who is just stood out of play. That's really poor, that. You know, if you end up running out of play, it's excusable, you know, you're trying to get around a player, but she was just stood out of play there, waiting to accept the pass. That is a shame, and it just sort of subdues the potential attack there from Salford. I think that might be a new player. I might be wrong, but I don't know if I remember seeing number 11 on the pitch. There might have been a substitution made, unless she was just on the other side, which is highly possible. Well, Salford have oh, hang on. So they have continued to keep the ball. And they're looking to push onto the try line. They've got themselves really far. And they've made it! They've made it! They've got themselves back into this game now! Took us all by surprise there.
wasn't quite as...
I couldn't tell you how any of that happened. I'm really sorry. I'm sure if you're watching, you'll be into rugby and you'll see it yourself. But they've managed to get a try, and they're back in this game. That is an excellent start to the second half for them. They'll be chuffed with that. And again, it's a really, really difficult position. But if they can put away this conversion, they'll be in a really good position.
That was a very slow-paced.
It was. They almost walked it over the line.
Before we had them run straight onto the.
Yeah, there was some big heavy hits, but this time not so much. But
it was more of a teamwork.
Perhaps on the replay, all will be clear on the camera. That's why we film these games. We'd be useless on radio, wouldn't we, Sevi?
Not me. Definitely not me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You would be in rugby. Come on.
Oh yeah, in rugby, yeah. No.
So here we go. Is that, I can't tell if it's number 1 or 7 here to take the conversion. It's not a bad effort. Oh, it just comes up short, though. It's certainly the best attempt on a conversion we've had so far in this game. But no, it stays even. That'll be 10-all early in the second half, maybe only a couple minutes in, just as they scored early in the first. So Salford will be hoping they won't be identical halves, because that would entail them conceding another 2. But here we go. Certainly back in this game. You can find it on our YouTube channel. And here we go, Uclan take the kick there. Salford have managed to keep the ball in, they're still pushing forward. They're really tenacious coming into the second half. Whoever's done the team talk there has clearly done a good job. That looks like a high tackle. Ref has called it. Yeah, she had the hand around her neck there. It's absolutely not allowed. Some screams over on the other side. From the fans, that is. And we've got... I'm really confused now, because we did see it at half-time, and Thomas got a nice little B-roll shot of a Uclan sign that a few of the lads who, as you saw, were drinking the beer just at the end of the first half. But then they've moved over, so I do wonder if the whole stretch are Uclan fans. I don't know, But if it is, fair play to the lot of you, because they've come out in numbers here. It's not a million miles away, but to have come from Lancaster is still pretty good. And they're screaming and shouting. I know you can't hear it, but it is really a really strong atmosphere in this game now, both on and off the pitch. Salford still have the ball now. Number 5 pushes forward. She's brought down, but she gets a good 5 metres in. Uclan resisting as much as they can, push forward. Salford collect from the ruck. Number 3 goes. They're playing very direct now at Salford. They're just powering their way through. I think they realise they can't play the balls out wide and get through. And they're just trying to make up ground slowly and surely. And that's excellent from the number 8, who pushes Salford back. She just go down for the ruck. She does. Really good play again from the Uclan number 12 and 8. It's overturned, but the ref calls.
Even got an extra SD card. I'm ready.
It's Salford's ball. So we're gonna form another scrum here.
I told him I want the biggest celebration in camera. I don't care if they tackle the camera. I want them on the camera. It's gonna be dope. I mean, look, I think it's a goal and a win. Yeah. Hopefully we win, so it looks cool to have
We'll restart with uncontested scrum.
Of course, we all know why now.
My vocabulary is getting better now. I know my terminology.
Good stuff, Sevi.
Yeah, so the guy who started showing...
So we're looking to push through. Number 7 taken down.
We've also got Amelia doing like a bit of jockey behind the scenes with it. And then we're filming the game as well, yeah. So we've got lots going on, which is great.
Was that a knock-on? I think so. Looks like Uclan were about to collect, but knock-on is called, I think.
So men will be easier.
Can't we start again? We're an uncontested scrum.
Another uncontested scrum. Well done, Sevi. Another uncontested crumb is what I nearly said. Salford keep going here. Still going, Salford, still in possession. What's going on here? Looks like we're in a slight fumble and Uclan have collected. Possession has been overturned. Uclan just trying to make their way out of their own half here. Crowd are going wild over on that far side.
Both teams having great fan bases, cheering them on.
Yeah, and Uclan get a kick up there, but it's gone out of touch. Megaphone man shouts nowhere, taunting Uclan there.
I can't really see what the sign said there.
No, so that fellow with the sign, look, he's going back towards the fans that we can confirm are Uclan lads, but he made his way over the other side. I'm not sure why. Hopefully it's all in a good taste.
Sign says go Uclan women's rugby.
Go Uclan women's rugby is what the sign says. Just a nice wholesome message, really.
Absolutely. Certainly nothing wrong with that. But yeah, a lot of jeers and cheers from both sets of fans on the other side. Oh, Salford can't win their own line out there and Uclan collect. But it's really feisty here. Do we see a maul forming? Fortunately not. Oh, got a lot of shouts. Fans aren't happy. It's getting really tense over there. Again, I'd love to be able to tell you what happened over there, but we can't quite see it. There's a lot of mess of players, but
quite a drastic change. We went from quite, both teams were quite respectful towards each other.
I think it was a slight on the ref. I don't think the fans are very happy with a decision made, and they're letting their feelings known. It's very funny, this, actually. It does remind me of like an American high school movie where you've got two sets of fans on each side, and those fellas with a sign are sort of going, look at our sign, but not really doing anything. Yeah, Jonathan just says WWE. That's Fuller signs them.
I think the captains are having a word.
Oh yeah, the captains are having a chat here. Ref just sort of wanted to install order. We were talking to him at half time. He did say about how relatively easy it is to referee these kind of games because you do get a lot of respect from the players. So he's just stamping his authority by the looks of it. Both teams hyping themselves up now for the next run of play.
Especially rugby fans.
It is actually astonishing how many fans have shown up here. I mean, I would estimate, and we've still got more coming. That's the crazy thing. But I've got to say, I think there's 150. I want to say I've definitely seen lower attendances at York City games for the away fans than there are fans here today.
Just to quickly do a quick head count.
Oh God, Sevi, good luck. He is actually counting it, Sevi, but I'm not going to trust the number you come out with.
I've already given up.
But yeah, it's an excellent following. Like I say, I was in attendance at my beloved York City Football Club game last night. Lost to Fylde, but Fylde had about 80 fans. I know it's Tuesday, but it's not far away, near the Blackpool coast, the Fylde coast. Come on, take a few more, lads. But they got the last laugh, of course. Anyway, back to the rugby, of course. Sorry for the little tangent there. Salford still pushing forward now. They're trying to get back into the Uclan half. Oh, that's an excellent challenge. That number 12, again, star player for Uclan, it has to be said.
Definitely, I agree. She's been on the spotlight quite a lot.
I think she's the captain, and I can see why. Salford still pushing forward. Playing it on the left here. Oh, and that is a knock on. Oh, number 12 looks to push through. And the ref brings the advantage back. Probably more to Salford's delight in the end, because, you know, it looked like that number 12 was pushing through, and if she'd got the ball, she was through, and that would be another try. So it's called back. Uclan will get possession, but Salford will just want to slow the game down now. They looked a little bit panicked in the last 5 minutes. It's a shame after the early try in this half. They'll want to just keep it hanging.
I don't know.
I'm alright.
I don't even know why I'm not wearing that.
And here come Uclan. Bursting forward with pace, brought down really well. The crowd go mental after that. It was an excellent challenge, quelling the Uclan attack. But they've still got the ball of Uclan. That number 12 again going down in the ruck. Now Uclan look to spread it out left. 4 bursting forward, using their strength. Still going now, brought down. Salford look like they're going to win possession from this ruck. They won't, they were close.
And the sun's coming out now again.
The sun is coming out, but now it's unfortunately coming out in our eyes.
Well, I'm just happy we're seeing the sun instead of seeing rain.
Yeah, I'd rather the sun be blown in my eyes than it be chucking it down. I have to say, you know, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, of course. It does look like most of the grey clouds have passed. Hopefully so. Yeah, now the sun is getting in our eyes, so our already limited vision and knowledge is now going to get even worse, but we'll do our best.
How are you? Good? It is nice. It's going to warm up now. It's freezing, as you know, when you stood still filming. Actually, no, you get.
And the break in play here as both teams set up for the next scrum here.
That's not fair.
Oh, I'm enjoying this now. The sun is actually... I'm not that cold anymore.
Yeah, I had put my coat on for the second half, and now I'm biding my time for when I'm going to take it off. It's probably going to be very soon. But I know, of course, as soon as I do, the sun will go away and it'll get cold again. Uclan pushing forward here. Uclan still pushing forward. Bit by bit, drop by drop.
Number 12 with great pass there.
Oh, and it has been thrown out. And Salford will be absolutely chuffed with that because they will win the line out. Can you tell me, Sevi? I did butcher it a little bit last time. I'm going to come back with it now. So it's measure by measure, drop by drop. Do you know what song that's a quote from?
Why have you done that then, Ollie?
Well, the camera hasn't seen me, but I have just sort of tried to bring the ball down, but it has bowled away. But
Fail there.
can you tell me, Sevi? Can you tell me the band that's by? It's just probably won't know. It's probably a little bit niche.
I'm just going to take a wild guess. I'm going to say 50 Cent.
50 Cent? Certainly, it's not 50 Cent. That's from Never Stop by Echo and the Bunnymen. Big shout out if anyone at home watching knows Echo and the Bunnymen. Fantastic band from from the 80s. One of my dad's favourites. Seen them twice.
Very nice, very nice.
Recommend anyone else if they can see them too when they tour. Still going at about the age of 76, 78, something like that. Ian McCulloch. Anyway, back here. Uclan comfortably collect the line out. Ball is dropped.
Over!
Again, I know you guys can't hear it, but Megaphone Man says, bloody hell, 3 business days to get the ball, or something along those lines.
We should make him up.
Yeah, well, Thomas just says we should make him up. I think we're right, but we'd have to tell him to cut down the profanity. Even in that little phrase I use, he didn't say bloody, he said something else. I'm assuming I am allowed to say bloody. I've said it a couple of times. If anyone takes offence to that, I do apologise, but I reckon it's in the Ofcom broadcaster code as one of the allowed, like, slightly contentious, but the allowed language along the lines of, like, hell and those sort of things.
Whoa!
Uclan here. Hoof forward. They just want to quell the pressure. And 24 chases. 15 can't get it under. Looks like 24 won it. That's an excellent forward play from Uclan. Number 15 was all over the place and they've capitalised.
And that's hit the lamppost. What a hit.
Sure they weren't aiming for it, but yeah, you're right.
I'm sure they were.
It's like when you do the crossbar challenge with your mates, you're not doing it, but you hit the crossbar, so you tell them you were. Yeah, sure, pal, whatever you say.
Does help if you can get the team in. Does help if you can get the team. Oh, what group is that? Jesus, why is it not people?
That's a lot of people coming into the game again.
Yeah, we've got another load of people coming into the crowd. Another wave, it's like zombies. Yeah, it must be people sort of finishing lectures, I'd imagine, and then coming over to see as much of the game as they can.
You love to see them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Salford have been back in possession and hoof it clear. 24 fumbles, and that is an excellent for Salford because that will be a knock-on. And they've just gone from all the way deep into their own half and way ahead into the Uclan half. It's a terrible mistake from the Uclan 24 there. Salford will not be fazed by that at all. They'll be happy to take it, absolutely. It's those sort of things that you hope for.
Who's going to win the scrum?
Starline, get deeper, deeper.
What's in it? Yeah, fair enough. I was wondering, maybe that's why
And if we stop play again, a foul against Salford.
Uclan have collected the ball, but Salford are doing their best to keep them in their own half. Rook here, Salford will collect on the halfway line. Apologise if you can hear me sneezing in the background. I do sneeze when the sun comes into my eyes. Salford pushing forward here. Cheers from the crowd echoing around Peel Park. And can it motivate Salford to get forward? But no, it's another knock on there. And taunts from the Uclan side. It's been some excellent turnout from the fans, both going at each other in a friendly way, it seems, which is what we love to see.
We're about 20 minutes left into the game now.
Yeah, it's getting to the nitty-gritty. I've got to say, Salford have done really well so far, not to cave into the pressure. You know, as we saw in the first half, they got that early try, but then unfortunately went into the half 5 points down. But no, it's even now, and they've done really well not to concede in this second half. They've actually matched Uclan. I would have said Uclan were the better team in the first half, but I think it's been really even in this second so far, of course. Oh, and Salford bursting forward, here we go!
What a counter.
So number 8, she's getting chased down, but she's got away! She's through, and she's going to get a try right in the centre of the pitch! Brilliant! Absolutely astonishing! She just burst through all the way from in her own half, got past every single Uclan player, and she had as much time as she needed. Played it straight into the middle of the pitch there. Fantastic stuff. I'm lost for words.
That was just so fast. We were 1 second everyone was on one half, and then off she goes. That
is such a testament to Salford's tenacity in this second half. They've been so good, and they've just looked so quick and ruthless and threatening against a team that are bigger than them. But they've gone in and they've held no prisoners, and that try could prove huge to the balance of this game. And you'd expect them to be able to get this conversion in. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
And Salford retain the lead.
Absolutely. Back to winning ways so far for Salford. Can they keep it until the final whistle? Number 1 takes. And it's converted. There we go. Salford 17, Uclan 10. And that is, especially with the conversion being put away, that gives Salford an absolutely brilliant crutch in this game. They're going to want to just wind down the last 15, 20 minutes now. Yeah, of course, with the conversion as well. It means even if Uclan are to get a try, if Salford can ensure that the try is out on one of the corners, they can expect them not really to put away that conversion. They'll still be ahead, of course. That is a phenomenal try, though. That's one of the best I've seen. And Uclan looks stunned.
I would be as well.
Salford collect again, and they're all urged forward by the crowd. And they're coming again. Number 8, oh my gosh, she could have got through once more. Now this game has really come alive. Uclan celebrate putting them to a stop.
Number 8, that's Eilish Turner, the captain of the team, showing great determination here.
Yeah, she has really come back into this game. I thought she started really well, and I think her, along with most of the Salford team, has sort of quietened down towards the end of the first half, start of the second. But now look what she's been able to do.
You can definitely see why she is the captain. Very deserving role.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, the line-out's won by Uclan, though. But now Uclan are back in possession and they're looking to push forward. They don't want to get too desperate here, Uclan. They want to stay calm.
Drift!
And they've got space to work with on this left flank. 14 bursts her way through. She did have the pass to her left, but she chooses not to take it and goes down for the ruck. 12 pushing her way forward. Down again. Grunts in there. You can see how much both teams are going for it now. Be a great way to end the season for either team if they're to win. Salford, of course, being on home soil, would love to probably get to the Union and celebrate. But Uclan are pushing forward. It wouldn't be surprising if they're able to get a try from this position. And number 10 bursts their way through. Oh, I can't see. There's a mess of bodies in there. I think she's brought down at the last minute. Salford needs to get possession and send it up the field. Uclan now don't even have anyone back in that holding position. They're going all guns blazing. Number 5 pushing forward. Brought down in the ruck. Uclan keep it. Play it out left. Number 10 to 12. Oh, 12's on the way through. She's made it. They've got it back. It's really well done by Uclan. They're pushing forward. Salford were just not quite strong enough to stop that attack, and it was played through number 12, who's had an absolutely astonishing game. I've got to say, I'd have to say she's been the best on the pitch. And she's found her way through, put that try away. It's not quite central, but it's not too far to the left. This one will be really interesting to see if this conversion can get put away.
And you can have cut the lead to 2, but they will be looking to, like you said.
Yeah, as I said earlier, after Salford's try in this second try in this half, if they can put Uclan into a position where they get a try, but it's too far either side for them not to be able to put the conversion, they can still hang on to the lead. And as we go into maybe the last 10-15 minutes, defence is crucial. But I've got to say, I've got confidence in this number 12 to put this one away. Her last attempt at a conversion certainly wasn't far off, and it's not too far left. It almost is in an ideal position for her to get a nice curve on it and put it away. But we will see. Got to say, if it goes in, it's going to be a really tight end to this match. Here she comes. And it's converted. That's a real excellent piece of play for Uclan. The try and the conversion puts them back even in this game, and it could swing either way. That's great determination from Uclan. I mean, that's only about 5 minutes after Salford's try, if that, to be able to get themselves back into this game, motivate themselves. A lot of teams would just crumble. But no, they've done really well, and it is now 17-all as we go into about the last 10 minutes here.
Yeah, pretty fast response, and that gives both teams plenty of time to just snatch that last-minute winner, hopefully.
Yeah, we could see a snatch and grab from either team here. I've got to say, it's a shame to have either team lose this game. But, will we see it happen? But yeah, I've got to say again, I'm so glad that we've been treated to such an incredible competitive game today. I think you've become a secret rugby fan after today, Sevi, haven't you?
Absolutely, yes.
Uclan in possession, trying to power through out of their own half. Uclan here playing it down the left flank. 12 finds the pass. Ref sees it as a forward pass. They haven't realised the whistle's gone. It's called back. That's a nice position for Salford to be in now, just sort of stopping that Uclan momentum. See what Salford do. I'm assuming they're going to go try to play it out left here. No! Trying to nip down the right. Found a couple of metres, but brought down. It's really getting to the nitty-gritty now, and Uclan have been able to get the ball here. Number 8 powering forward is brought down. I just noticed she's wearing different coloured shorts to everyone else. I reckon that's just like a inventory thing. She's just, they've not got enough pairs or something, but... UCFB are being pushed back. UCFB, sorry. Uclan, sorry, are being pushed back. UCFB definitely do not play rugby, do they? Being pushed back here, but still got possession. Ref calls, presumably a foul in the way of Salford, as the Salford fans are cheering over there. In favour of Salford, I should say, to avoid any confusion. And yet it's going to be another scrum here over on the far side. Line out, I am mistaken. It's hard to tell what they're setting up for sometimes when you just see the crowd. And the UCFB have won it. It's a poor throw in.
UCFB again, Ollie.
Oh, I've done it again. God, it's in my head now. Sorry, Sevi. I shouldn't have made a deal of it the first time, and I would have... Uclan. My many apologies. I've gone into autopilot now, you see.
Right now!
Uclan playing straight, making a run straight through, but they're brought down.
Right! Right!
Salford look to have won back possession, but ref brings it back. Maybe. So Uclan have another chance here. Brought down just before the halfway line. It's getting really tense here at Peel Park. 12 here collects again. Powering through. Still going, number 12. She may have found her way through. I think she has. And it's another try. That is gutting for Salford, but all credit to the Uclan number 12. She's done that all on her own. That's incredible. She's pushed her way through the Salford defensive line, and she's just too quick and strong for any of the trailing defenders. And this could fall away from Salford now. What a shame.
Number 12, definitely the MVP of this game.
100%. Yeah, player of the match, no doubt.
And as it currently stands, it is 22-17 with a conversion. We're able to get 2 extra points here.
Salford are really just hoping and praying now. Perhaps their only way back into this game is for this to be missed, but it's in the same position, almost exactly the same position as the last one that was converted by the same player, of course.
And that's the second time Uclan are leading now.
Yeah, they've done. You've got to give them their credit because they've gone down in both halves, and they've managed to claw their way back.
Absolute mentality monsters.
100%, mate. But yeah, that's really gutting for Salford. You just wonder if they got time left. You know, if this conversion goes in, they're going to need 2 tries to win the game. 2 tries and, well, at least 1 conversion from one of them. And it's in. And that is great for Uclan. Salford trying to pick themselves back up, but you can understand why they'd be deflated after this, but they cannot afford to sort of let their heads drop in this game. They need to get back, and they need to come out guns blazing now, really. There's nothing to lose now. Last game of the season.
And number 12 extends the lead by 2, making it 24-17 for Uclan. With about, I want to say, 5 minutes to go now. There's not
see, I think Jonathan's been timing. We've just been informed that's actually the 80th minute, so that's right at the end of the game. Depends on how much time added, but...
We might be seeing a last attack here for either team.
It's got to be said, Salford have put in an absolutely excellent performance. You know, don't take anything away from either team, but, you know, it's, as I said earlier, it sort of seems unfair that either team can lose this game because they've been so evenly matched, but, you know, that's the competitive nature of sports, and But they can't leave this game with their heads hung low, I've got to say. They've got to be proud of themselves for this performance. Can they just get something? Salford back in possession. Last gasp attempts to try push through the Uclan line. Trying to spread it out wide, maybe. No, still going direct. Uclan will mop that up all day long, but it's still in the ball here. Little mishap. Done really well here, though, to keep the ball. Play back. Number 12 to burst forward. 2, sorry, to burst forward. Brought down. It's getting really feisty here now. And the ref calls. I think it was obstruction
Foul
of some kind.
Against Uclan.
Yeah, Salford have still got a chance now. It's played well there into touch for them to push on now. Last chances of the game here. That number 12 just shouting at her players. What a really strong captain.
Yes, absolutely.
Line up to be taken. Salford can't afford to lose it here. They do collect. Oh, and it's pushed into a maul. First one of the game. Can Salford push their way through? They can't, but they do come out with the ball. It's a poor pass. Hospital pass, as you might say. 10's brought down. Down into the ruck. Salford clutching at straws. They need something out of this game now. They need a bit of magic. Will they find it? Number 7 on the ball over on the far side. Dragged down. What has the referee called? Something in favour of Salford by the sound of the crowd. It's really hard to see over from that far side.
Oh, a high tackle.
High tackle. Out to touch again. Now they're so close to Salford. The only worry, I think, is even if they get a try here, it's going to be so far over the left that the conversion is going to be really hard to put away. And that might be almost worse than not even getting one. Coming that close.
Very exciting end to a game.
Absolutely, mate.
Hopefully you could just see Salford maybe just get the equaliser towards the end to give us a very thrilling ending.
Absolutely, it's fumbled a little bit in the line-out, but Salford might have been able to still collect. Unfortunately not. What's happened here? Oh, it seems like Uclan have won from the ruck. And they've flung it up, and Salford don't have anyone back. Need to turn and run now. They could have some space to play into here. Number 12 brought down. He's done really well to keep the Salford attack going, but there cannot be long left. It's a thumping tackle from number 12 once again. What a game she has had. 8 pushing through though. Here she comes. She could be through. She is. It's a try. It's a try. Right at the end of the game. Would you look at this, Sevi? Oh my God, I am absolutely speechless.
However, as great as it may be, it all depends on the conversion now.
Yeah, the conversion is all important now. It's a bit more central than any of Salford's other ones, except for, of course, that one in this half.
And it's quite a good angle, quite good distance with this one. So
it definitely could go in, and if they can put this away and get a draw out of this game, they'll have to be chuffed with themselves.
Come on, Salford.
I'm so tense, Sevi. I can't believe how enthralled I am in this. This could be incredible.
I must say, this is an absolute privilege to be able to commentate on this game, because this is a very exciting game. Very exciting ending.
I can echo that exactly, Sevi. Slight break here as an injury, but the conversion will be taken. Come on, number 1. Possibly the last chance of the game.
Number 1, that's the vice-captain, Evie Arnott, taking the conversion.
Come on, Evie. Let's take with her left. You can hear a pin drop here at Peel Park. Oh, and it's sent wide. That's so unfortunate. And that's the whistle, the last chance there. Uclan celebrate. Salford, commiserations, but what a performance, has to be said. And there we are. Thank you, Sevi, for joining me.
And this has been 24 for Uclan, 22 for Salford.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next season for some more thrilling rugby action. Thank you, and goodbye.
Is it 40 minutes each off?
Yeah, I've just clicked on from it. Yeah, because they do a really nice walkthrough and everything.
How long is the coffee shop open? 3 or 4 maybe?
It's Tom and Lewis.
Yeah. Use some calories.
I don't have any food in my fridge because I've eaten through my week. I'm working tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing nothing tomorrow.
Do you need presenting us or just do an interview?
Oh, and we've got Tom.
No, let's get doing this first. Apparently we've got ages before the thingy game.
Hasn't been the season.
We've got Tom Turner and Lewis.
It's supposed to be out of the party.
They've got pies. Fucking hell. Gotta get out of the way. Right, do you want to get an interview? I'm joined here at the end of the game with Eilish and Evie here, captain and vice captain. Firstly, ladies, commiserations. It was such a close game, but what a performance. Have you got any words to sum that one up?
I'm just really happy and impressed with each and every one of them. I think we all played amazingly. I think it was a tough loss for us, but I think we could say like we deserved it a bit more than them. I think we showed a lot more heart than them, to be honest, but what can you do? I'm just all glad we played really well. I'm happy with everyone. Yeah,
I was saying at the end of the commentary there, I don't think you can go out of this one with your heads hang low. It was a really, really strong performance, and I noticed such good team spirit. But, you know, you'd like to get a win or a draw to end your season. Unfortunately, it's a loss, but how does that help you going into next season, the performance and the team spirit?
I mean, next season might be a bit of a dicey one because we've got a lot of seniors who are leaving and I don't actually know how many players we're going to be left with. So if anyone wants to play rugby, please do it.
Get down, give them a hand.
But I'm happy with every of the girls that we've got. Like, they're all amazing, so as long as they keep coming back and want to play, then that's perfectly fine with me.
And then finally, just looking on to varsity then, so where does that put you for this then? You know, like you say, you've got them senior players leaving. This will be their last stand, I suppose, this year. How confident are you going in? Playing Chester, is it?
Yeah, Lish, I'll take this over one to you because I'm not playing.
No, I'm feeling pretty confident about varsity. I feel like Uclan was a tough game. We knew it was going to be tough and we played great rugby. And if we take that over to Chester, I don't think we've got anything to worry about. We all want it, probably more than they do. And that's really all it's going to take for us, I think. So.
Fighting talk, good to hear. Congratulations, ladies.
Thanks.